Hey everyone, this is Liz. I'm the dietitian for Acadiana Center for Natural Health, and I am really excited to be here with all of you today because not only am I coming from my own kitchen, which I'm very comfortable in, but I also have a very special guest, my husband,
Hey
Mickey.
guys.
And he's not only my husband, but he's also been my personal chef now for nearly 30 years. So I asked him to come today so that he could help me present the different kinds of foods that you would want to include in your diet that will help with your detoxification pathways, the ones that Dr. Joy spoke to all of you about just last week. But before we get started, I do have a special announcement. Dr. Joy and I are really excited to be offering a 3-part intensive metabolic detox series that we're going to be hosting in our office starting January 20th. We're really excited about this because when we started to put together this 4-part video series, we quickly realized that we just can't give this topic the amount of justice that it truly deserves. So we're super excited to be able to offer a more intensive course, and we are hoping that you will come and join us. We're going to have details about how to register on our website, as well as probably a link below this video. You'll want to take advantage of that really quickly because we have limited seating, and we want to make sure that you get your spot reserved right away. So I am going to jump right in, and before I do, I want to go ahead and ask my husband to start chopping these vegetables that we have here. And the reason I'm having him chop these vegetables, I will explain a little bit later, because this very important kitchen activity, food preparation technique, is very important for enhancing the detoxification properties of that particular food group. So I'm going to let him go ahead and start chopping, and then I'm going to start talking to all of you about the digestive system. This is part of your elimination detoxification pathway, and I want to re-emphasize that the digestive system must be working at its peak performance level before you embark on any kind of intensive detox program. The reason for that is because the liver is going to be dumping into the digestive system all those chemicals and toxins, and the purpose of the digestive tract is to eliminate this. So if you're not having a regular daily bowel movement, we want to make sure that you address that before you embark on any kind of liver detoxification program, because what's going to happen is these chemicals, these toxins, these waste products are going to recycle back into the liver, and it's going to really overwhelm that system. And that's going to look like on you, like anxiety. It's going to look like I can't sleep, migraines, fatigue, skin rashes, just overall, not feeling very good. So we want to make sure that your digestive system is working at its peak performance before, so that you can get the best results with any detoxification program. So what can we do to enhance the digestive system? We can start, of course, with properly hydrating our bodies. So here you'll see just clean filtered water. I don't think that this is anything new to anyone. I think that we all know that hydration is very much a part of keeping your digestive system healthy and eliminating daily. But you'll notice that there's something extra about this water. There are some whole lemons, and I'm going to come back and talk to you about why I have whole lemons in my water in just a second here. But meanwhile, I also want to emphasize that hydration is not only important for your digestive system, but also for your urinary tract, excretory system, because when you're well hydrated, your blood is going to be diluted, and so the chemicals and toxins and waste products that your liver has delivered to the bloodstream will be less potent when they're presented to the kidneys for excretion. So hydration is extremely very important. Generally, we recommend that you drink half your body weight in water. So I think most people actually probably know that. Another digestive tip, you want to make sure you're getting plenty of fiber. I mean, obviously, most of you probably know that already, but lots of fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, just getting good fiber in your diet. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, I do all that and I still seem to struggle with daily elimination. and you're not alone. We know that. So I want to encourage you to do two things. One, come back next week because Dr. Joy will be back. She will be speaking about the kinds of supplements that you might want to include in your along with your diet to support digestion. But you also want to give serious thought about joining us in our three-part series because that's where we're going to really dig deeper and get more in depth and really give you a more individualized approach to improving your digestive health and maybe even helping you identify things that could be creating the obstacles that you're trying to overcome, maybe some gut pathogens that need to be addressed and resolved, etc. So we have a really exciting program, and I hope you guys will be able to join us. So now, next I want to jump into the liver. The liver, as you recall from Dr. Joy's presentation last week, plays a very important role in detoxification. It's divided into three phases. We're going to focus mostly on phase 1 and 2 at this particular point. Phase 1 being that phase where we are neutralizing all of the potency of these chemicals and toxins and pesticides and drugs and things that we've been exposed to, hormones, etc., that need to be eliminated, and then delivering it into phase 2 so that in this least toxic form so that it can become more soluble and making it easier for us to then transfer that to the excretory systems like the digestive tract and the urinary system. So obviously that takes a lot of work. That's not something that the liver can do without help. And the good news is that your help or your foods, your diet, the things that you pick in your daily menu. So we're not going to have time to go over everything that you see here on my table because we just simply can't do that in 10 to 12 minutes. But I do want to start off with one of my favorite food families. This is a food family that I try to incorporate into my daily diet. It's known as the brassica, also the cruciferous family. You know it better as broccoli and cauliflower and garlic, onions and Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and even leafy greens such as kale. And there's a reason why I have my husband right there chopping because you really want to enhance the detoxification properties of these foods, this food group. And the way that you can do that is by incorporating what is called a hack and hold technique. So what my husband is doing is actually the hack and hold. He's basically going to cut these vegetables, chop them. We're getting them ready to roast for our dinner later tonight. And when he's doing that, he's actually activating enzymes in these important vegetables that are going to release these very important sulfur compounds that play a major role in both phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification in the liver. Most importantly, one that you guys are probably very familiar with called glutathione. This is a super antioxidant. It's a sulfur containing amino acid that is so important in the role of detoxification that our bodies actually make its own supply. But given all the chemicals and toxins and things that we're exposed to just in our environment, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and give it some extra sources through our food supply. So your brassicas, which are these beautiful vegetables right here, are a major part of that food supply, and incorporating them into your diet daily is very important. Now, when we're together in our 3-part series in our office, we're going to get deeper into this family. You know, the advantages of eating both raw and cooked, and why you want to incorporate a little bit of both in your diet. The different ways that you can cook them. We're going to just simply roast them tonight. My husband's going to put a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to roast them on a low temp oven, probably about 350. As long as you keep your oven temp at 350, 325, your olive oil will retain all of its nutritional power. And then most likely we'll have way more vegetables than what we need tonight, so we'll probably finish that off by making a soup with these roasted vegetables as well. So we're going to give you guys some different ideas in this class in addition to what we just talked about. We're also going to address questions like what happens if I buy my vegetables already chopped in the frozen state from the freezer? How can I recharge or reactivate these sulfur containing compounds? Different things that you can do in cooking to get those compounds, up and out and present in your food supply. So those are the kinds of things that we're going to really jump in and dig a little bit deeper during our 3-part series in our office. So I'm really excited about that, and I hope that you guys can make it. So next I want to just come back to this picture of water and really talk about the role of citrus, in particularly the antioxidant vitamin C, especially, that they impart. And vitamin C and antioxidants in general really enhance phase 1, where we're trying to neutralize these chemicals and making them safer for our body to be exposed to for excretion. So when you add lemons, it doesn't have to be lemons, it could also be oranges or limes or one of your favorite citrus fruits, in its whole form, you're actually doing 2 things. You're bringing to your water more vitamin C, but you're also releasing a very important citrus oil that's only available in the skin of your citrus called limonene. And limonene is a class of compounds that really help enhance the phase 2 detoxification pathway, where things are becoming very soluble and easier for us to deliver to our excretory system. And not only that, it does make water taste better, so who's going to complain about that? But typically we just squirt the lemon juice in there, but to really maximize the detoxifying power of the clean filtered water, add things like this for flavor, and on top of that, you're going to be enhancing your hydration system as well. So it's a win-win. Better tasting water, nutrient-infused water. You can't lose with that. So, like I said, we can't cover this topic in less than in 10 minutes, 12 minutes. So that's why we're going to bring this class in a more intensive with a more intensive approach. So in that class, you can expect to learn more about the role of leafy greens and all the beautiful vitamins, especially B vitamins, that these bring to the role of detoxification, and the role of chlorophyll. What does it have to do with detoxification, and how does it enhance your detoxification as well? And of course, spinach is another good example. We're also going to be talking about the importance of including high quality, both animal and protein sources of food in your diet for really bringing in more sulfur containing amino acids, especially like methionine, that your body can't make and really depends on food to be able to get that supply. So things like eggs and good quality grass-fed, hormone-free beef, which we're going to be using later for that soup that I talked about earlier. And then, of course, the power of nuts and seeds, especially with the removal of estrogen compounds if you're someone that struggles with estrogen dominance. And then we're going to be talking about the role of spices and herbs and these things. And so, like I said, just way too much information. So this is just a teaser to what you can expect in the 3-part series that we have planned for all of you. I'm really excited to be a part of that and look forward to helping all of you learn more and get more hands-on, more intense with us, more individualized, and look forward to seeing you there. Just click on the links that we have on our website. You can follow those links towards the registration process. We have a lot of freebies planned for you as well. So make sure you register quickly, because we expect these spots of very limited seating to go really quickly. So I'm just excited. So I hope all of you can join us, and I look forward to seeing and meeting you all. Thanks, everyone. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.